It has been 3 months since Ame, the princess of the El Kingdom, escaped with her attendants from the shinobi invasion. While sleeping on a vehicle, she had a dream about the shinobi that had attacked her kingdom. Her mother bestowed upon her a relic before she fled with her attendant, and she saw how her mother was killed by the shinobi. Then she woke up and suddenly told her attendant Santa to stop as she detected a shinobi in that area. Then she saw a young girl being offered as a sacrifice to the shinobi. Then she told the people there to stop, as it would not change a thing. Then the chief of the village appeared and told her not to interfere. And she told everyone to escape, as that place would be infested with shinobi. Then she ordered Santa to activate the weapon, which they called a shield, and suddenly a shinobi appeared. And Santa starts fighting with it. Then she also enters inside the weapon to join the fight. Then she sensed a strong shinobi inside the valley, and she went towards it. Then she saw many shinobi intertwined with each other and a boy who was fighting them. When she saw that the boy was about to be killed, she went to help him. But the enemy was too many, and she was about to be killed, but the boy saved her. But one shinobi ran towards the village. And he went after it. And when it was about to kill the chief of that village, the boy managed to kill it, but he lost consciousness, and he transformed back into a human. And everyone in that village was scared of him. Then Ame came and wrapped a ribbon around his wounded arm, but the villagers threw stones at him. And she was angry at seeing that, as he had just saved the village. But he regained consciousness and told her that it was okay. After that, she gave the chief a huge sum of food supplies, and she told him that after they are done with their business, they will return. And she told him that the girl they offer as a sacrifice should be safe until then. And they continue with their journey. After a while, the boy wakes up, and she and her attendant are shocked, but he fell down again, and she told them that they should feed him food. And he ate like a madman. Then he went outside and saw Santa preparing a machine to repel shinobi, and he asked him, "Does it work?" And he answered yes. Then he told him to go and meet the princess. On his way, he saw her and was amazed by her beauty, and then he approached her. But she was surprised, as no one had seen her in that getup before. Then he returned her ribbon, but she took it and tied it to his arm again. On the way back, she asked his name, and he replied that his name was Suo. After that, she told him that he was a Yagyu, who was half human and half monster, and she requested that he should help her destroy the shinobi, as he had the power to do so. But he declined and said that he was the same as the shinobi and that he was a monster, and he ran away. And she went back alone after that and had a conversation with Santa about the Yagyu. He told her that he had a friend once who was a Yagyu. And he also told her that they are rare to find as most of their bloodlines no longer exist. Then he continued, saying that they were created by humans to destroy the shinobi, but in the end they were persuaded by their fearsome power. But in the morning he showed up and decided to help her as she saved his life. She was happy, and she ran towards him and told him that he was not a monster. As she believed in him and he blushes, and they continue their journey. Then Santa gave him a proper clothing to wear as an attendant of the princess. Then he asked Ame where they were headed, and she replied to the old land, and she told him how dangerous that place is. And she explained that they are heading there in order to find the holy weapon, Giga Road, which can destroy the shinobi. And she showed him the relic that her mother had given her and told him it was the key to the holy weapon. And she told him that they must find the route to that place. By suddenly he told her that he knew the route, as he was raised in that place, as it was the birthplace of their kind. So he guided them, and when they reached there, the princess and her servant, using their shields, went to scout the area with the help of Suo guiding them, leaving the others behind as their vehicle cannot travel further. But soon they realized that the shields were not working and saw many shields there that were dead. And then they found out that the place there has a lot of beryllium, which deteriorates the engine of the shield and causes poisoning in humans. As the princess was trying to go further, Santa tried to stop her, but they both lost consciousness. When Suo realized this, he was too late, but he saw that they were all captured. When Ame wakes up, she realizes that her relic is gone and that she was inside the Torai castle. And then the captain of the Torai Imperial Guard, named Hinata, came and guided her to the ambassador of Torai, named Shin, as he wanted to meet her. On the way, she thanks him for saving her companions. Then she met Shin and found out that he had taken her relic, and she told him to give it back. He declines as he knows its secret and tells her that it is too dangerous for humans to have that kind of power, as it can not only destroy the shinobi but in the wrong hands it can destroy humanity as well. She insisted, but he told her that she was not trying to save her people but only seeking revenge for her people, so she kept quiet and became sad, and on the way back she remembered her teacher saying that they needed the weapon to help save the people from shinobi. After that, Suo came and tried to fight with Shin as he thought he was the enemy, but was disarmed immediately. But then Shin set him free and told Ame that he would complete her dream by making a country filled with only strong people, where they could defeat the shinobi using their own power only. After that, she and Suo regrouped with the others, and they were happy all to see her. After that, she told Santa that she lost the stone and it was her fault. She told him that her goals were for revenge and not to save humanity, and she was sad to realize that and doesn't know what to do anymore. But Santa told her that he will always follow her, no matter what choice she makes. She was happy to hear that, and after that, she ran away. Suo tried to go after her, but Santa stopped him and started giving him lessons to improve his strength so that he could protect her, as he knew he wouldn't be around for long. And after that, he told him to go after the princess. Meanwhile, Shin went to meet the lord of that place named Tashi, and he asked Shin about the princess as he heard she was in his custody. And he warns him not to do stuff behind his back. Shin told him not to worry as she was just a common princess, but he told him that he knew about the holy weapon and told him to bring her to him. After that, Shin gave Hinata an order to protect the princess and escape from that place so that the lord wouldn't get his hand on her. as he knows, the Lord will use the holy weapon for his benefit only. Then Suo meets the princess, and he gives her motivation so that she will be happy again. But he still saw her moping, so he gave her a piggyback ride. At first, she was embarrassed, but then she started enjoying it. And when they fell on the ground, she started laughing again, and then she told Suo that she would proceed with finding the holy weapon again and talk with Shin about the key again, and he told her he would go along with her. But then, the guards of that city came and arrested them as they were ordered by their lord to do so. Suo tried to resist, but then Hinata came and persuaded them, and so they followed him, and on the way he explained the intention of the lord there and told them to escape from that place. And so they regroup with her other members, and after that, she and Suo went after Shin, in order to get back the key to the holy weapon. But he was determined not to return the key and told her that she should kill him in order to get the key. So as her guardian, Suo fought with him and Shin accepted that Suo was a worthy enemy to fight with. While they were fighting, Suo was overpowered by Shin, and as he was about to kill him, he used his power as a Yagyuu to best him, but then Shin told Suo that he should kill him if he wants the key. But the princess argued with him that he should not die as he was an important man who was kind in that nation. But then suddenly Hinata came and reported about an enemy attack. And they saw that the shinobi had come to invade Turai. While the shinobi was fighting with the soldier, the princess saw her family crest on the ship that was controlled by the shinobi. And Hinata told her that the castle of the L Kingdom had been moved, but then the princess explained that only her parents could control their castle and no one else. As they were talking, she heard the voice of her teacher, Tsukiyomi, whom she thought was dead during the invasion of the shinobi. And he suddenly came and attacked her and the others, telling them that he had become one with the shinobi and telling her that his dream was to kill all the humans in the world. And he invites her to join him in evolving into a shinobi so that she can live forever. She declined, so he grabbed her and told her to give her the key to the holy weapon. She declines again, so he tries to kill her, and Suo and others were powerless to help her. But then Shin told him that the key was with him. He ignores him, and as the princess was about to die, Su turns into a monster and frees her from his grasp. And he fought with him, so they were able to escape from that place. After a while, Suo wakes up, and he heard from Ame's attendant that she and Sanda has left him and the others in order to search for the holy weapon in the old land by themselves. After that, he remembers that he had to turn into a monster to save the princess. And remembers how she cried for him for turning him into a monster. Meanwhile, Shin decides to give the key to the princess and order his army to fight the L Castle. As he knew that the L Castle controlled by Tsukiyomi was after the holy weapon as well. And so if they attack them from behind, they will give the princess enough time to find the weapon and defeat it. After getting proper equipment from the Torai kingdom, they went to the old land without being affected by the beryllium. While they were searching for the holy weapon, many shinobi came to attack them, so Sanda stayed back to fight them and told the princess that she should move forward and told her that the weapon should lie in the base of Mount Fuji as per the legends. She was really sad to leave him behind, but Sandra convinced her that she should keep moving forward to save everyone. But after that, Sanda self-destructs to kill the shinobi. Then the princess finds the holy weapon, and as she was trying to activate it, her teacher, Tsukiyomi, suddenly appeared and tried to stop her. So she panicked, and Tsukiyomi somehow managed to stop her and tell her that everything went according to his plan and that he had killed all her family for the plan to succeed. But suddenly the princess escapes from his clutches as she somehow manages to activate the weapon and starts fighting with him. She went all out on him but wasn't able to defeat him. Then he told her that it was stupid of her to fight him when the weapon was not complete. But then suddenly the Torai castle appears. But it bears a white flag so that they could negotiate with him, and he agrees. And so a small ship came to meet with him. But the princess mocked him, and so he gets angry and attacks her, trying to kill her. Meanwhile, the general plan was not to negotiate but to hit Tsukiyomi with the small ship and make it self-destruct. But then the general noticed that Suo was on that ship as well, and so he told him to rescue the princess and escape before the ship self-destructs. Meanwhile, Tsukiyomi was mocking and showing off his power to the princess, saying that he was the one blessed by God. And he explains that since he has become one with the shinobi, he knows everything about the history of the old land and the holy weapon as well.